Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Jakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Ki Vaika Vitta Ya Maryata Rakshati Vaishnavam Kripavalam Madhava Prashtakami Sri Bhakti Dham Bharati Mashayami Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Brastaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Sri Varshavanavadevi Daitaya Kribhavate Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Chwalla Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Sri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudappa Siddhanta Dvantaharine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhupevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Ho. So Dandavat Pranam to all the devotees and also all our glories to our Gaudiya Guruvarga, to Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta especially, and of course our beloved Srila Baba Maharaj. And yes, so now again we had great opportunities to those last days to remember Guru Vaishnav Bhagavan. Just before, a few days, we had the Vyasa Puja of Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and also there were a lot of tithis like Srila Bhakti Pragan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, also Avibhav Tithi and Saranga Goswami Maharaj. So very important tithis, very important. All eternal associates, no? Like, yes, and so that's why Babaji Maharaj is always telling us, no, to first, the most important thing to understand is Guru and Vaishnav Tattva. So that is the foundation. And especially to hear about the glories of the devotees. So no need to speak about, other things actually, but that is what is the need of the hour to really be established. The whole world is in confusion also about these basic things about Guru Vaishnav Tattva. So that's why to hear on these days from those, to hear this Harikatha of such fully heartfelt, dedicated, realized souls like Srila Bhagavan Maharaj, when they speak about this, about our Guruvarga, so it is the best way to illuminate our heart, no, with the right understanding about all these subtle tattvas regarding Guru and Vaishnava. So because in this way all the ignorance will just fall off, no? Like really that Harikatha, which is spoken by such pure devotees, like our Gaudiya Guruvarga, then it's surely not there to please our ears, no? Rather it is like in India you can still see there, I think in your country it's maybe a few places, but those who really form knives and swords, no, with the fire. There is one, here you can see it sometimes, they make one fire and then they put one iron inside, and that iron becomes like some tool, no? Either a knife or even before they were doing some sword or something, and so this iron will be put in extreme heat, no? Under very intense pressure also, and again it will be hammered and hammered and hammered, put in the fire again, beat again, put in the fire again, put pressure again. So, and this is the process how finally a very sharp weapon or sword will be ready. So surely when Guru and Vaishnava they are speaking sometimes so heavily, it is also for us like this, no? It feels maybe uncomfortable, but as also Srila Bhakti Bragan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, he used to say that Bhakti is not for the weak, you know. I mean, what he wanted to say, we have to really have courage. Weakness, okay, we can have, we all have some weakness. That what is very bad is kapat, to be kapat, to have some, false things inside but express something outside. That is very dirty, very, very bad. But it is not for the weak in that sense, because one needs really to face the reality. You need to have courage, no? That is the courage is needed to face that absolute truth. So in that sense he meant to say. And the fact is that fire is not there to destroy us, no? I mean, Guru and Vaishnava in the form of their firing Harikatha, it's rather it's refining us. Like this metal, no? Or this iron which is put in the fire. And to slowly strip away all what is really unnecessary, and so that only the purest version, no, of us remains, that pure Atma, that pure Seva. Guru and Vaishnava, they look always after our Atma. They don't look after the body. Body has to be maintained, but pure and Vaishnava, especially for us, they always want to get the highest benefit for the jiva, no, inside the body. And also they teach us about that highest, very secret, pure seva. So, and for this they refine us more and more through their firing speech. Like we are this piece of metal, but it can become a very beautiful instrument, no, for the service of Guru and Vaishnava, if it's in its purest form. We all are having our pure form, which is now covered because of so much lifetimes we are already roaming in this material world. So We don't know what is pure seva, and we don't know, it starts first, we don't know ourselves, then how can we know what is pure seva? We know only something related to this body, how to enjoy, how to exploit, and how to give pleasure to our senses. So that is completely the opposite. So that's why most people, they fear this moment. They feel that, yes, now I'm burned alive. All the things what I believed, what I was doing, everything is now that Maharaj or that sadhu is cutting, like, or beating. And but finally, those who really understand the transformation, because it's a transformation which takes place. So a transformation in that sense that we, by undergoing that process, we will have some new birth, rebirth. We will be reborn. So we have one birth through the seed with mother and father, and but the second birth is really the Dvija Samskara, to have also initiation, to be initiated in that process. So that is like a rebirth, giving up something old, something we leave. But most people, they never transform, because they hold on all their comfort, because they already know it for so long time, and they don't know anything else. So they are somehow, they fear to go into the fire. They fear to go near to the sadhu. That is why they cannot, the transformation will not take place, because unless we put ourselves in fire, how will the transformation take place? So actual initiation means this, to die, to live, like Srila Bhakti Rakshak Ishtagoshthi always used to say. So to let die really some all that which is that old illusionary I, we have to let die this old I, and start to live in our real self, who we are, Atma, in its purest form. And that is called freedom, really freedom in this world. And then the real process of devotion, of bhakti can start. Now we are there to purify. That's why Harikara is like that fire where we have to put ourselves again and again to become beaten, and refined in this way. It's actually aggressive grace, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta used to say. Is necessary. So Diksha is not just a process where one is receiving some mantra, just some words in the ear. No, it's a long refinement, a refinement to our purest self. That is an ongoing process. It's just, we are, it's a process of Diksha. So we are entering the school of Diksha, my Gurudev used to say. One is initiated, then you have the right. In the school also you have to, or university, one has to register first, and then all the teachers will be available for that person or for that student. But if you don't register, they will not allow you. You cannot do so. That is like some registration. And then from that moment we start that process of Diksha, which means D means Divya Gyan, we will receive transcendental knowledge, not theoretical knowledge, real, so that we finally realize that Divya Gyan given by Guru and Vaishnavas. And Ksha, that all our past karma, they are finished. And that we start fresh with a white blanket again. So from that moment, Gurudev has taken the responsibility. Now it's so you cannot make any mistake there anymore, not to make that very clean white paper dirty again. So you have to be very careful in this process. So it's a process, you know, and it continues and continues. And Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, he speaks about the positive and the negative world, no? And it's very often we hear this from Srila Prabhupada Maharaj. I remember it very well because that was the first Harikatha I was hearing at all from Babaji Maharaj in Puri. So that was also very catching my attention, those words. And it was that time when Keshav Maharaj, he was still in his home, and somehow near Prabhupada would come with his devotees and they would give Harikatha. And then he wanted also to see that sadhu, but he was shocked when Prabhupada spoke about, yes, I'm ready to sacrifice the whole world now for the slightest interest of the higher realm of Guru and Vaishnava. For Guru and Vaishnava, slightest interest, I'm ready to sacrifice all this material world. And it sounded strange because Keshav Maharaj was thinking, how possible a sadhu can speak like this? Usually they are very, lawful and they cannot harm anyone. But this person is saying now, this sadhu is saying now he can sacrifice the whole world for the slightest interest of Guru and Vaishnava. What is this? It's really revolting, like some... And he could not understand in the beginning, was like perplexed, but later, because anyway he's also an eternal associate and also Prabhupada's association there, so he got some kripa, some light, and he could understand. Yes, actually there's the positive world and there's the negative world. So if everything what we do in this world, we can be a king, we can do so many good things according to this, but still it will be in the negative world. No? So, but if we are, instead, I would like to say, instead of being a king in this world, or whatever high position we can get in the negative world, it is much, much more valuable to be just a sweeper, an ordinary sweeper in the positive world. And if we really get this right, that we really make a decision, what I do now. I serve the negative world or I serve the positive world. Because something we have to serve, no? And it's just the question of serving Maya or serving really the eternal world. The minus will be always minus, and the plus will be plus. So that are we serving the positive or negative world in each and every action, in each and every thought? We have to reflect and meditate on this, what I'm doing, because by serving the eternal, yes, one will become also eternal, established. But by serving the temporary, then naturally one will also be perished. No? If we identify with this body and mind, then we also think that we have to die. And a complete different world view will come out of this. Instead of serving the eternal from the standpoint of the Atma, always be engaged in the center point of the whole universe, the Lord, Sri Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so through Guru and Vaishnava, then my eternal life will develop more and more and more. So I will go in that direction. So that we have to really, this simple formula can really save us if we get it right. To always think of I am serving the eternity, or I am serving some, the material world in so many ways, for my own enjoyment. It starts from the body, mind, all which belongs to the body and mind, relatives, families, and so on. This is all the part of the negative world in that sense. One has to learn to also spiritualize those things, to use it for the service of the Lord. Then it's a different thing. Then even it is minus, it is very negative, but still, then it can be used for also to attain something eternal. I mean, there are lots of steps, but this is, in short, like a very good formula to always think really where I invest my time of the 24 hours. No? I'm investing the time more to that side of, if I chant in the morning, yes, it's good. So I chant 2 hours, I will be connected with the eternal world, because the holy name, if we have proper initiation, if we have to receive the name from one authentic source, then it's surely a very powerful activity, and it's leading us to the eternity. But then if the rest of the 22 hours we do something which is not connected with Guru and Vaishnava Bhagavan, then we can see how it is the proportion during, so that's the thing. We want to go as pure sadhu, like Babaji Maharaj saying, pure sadhu is 24 hours always engaged in serving Guru and Vaishnava. That is how we can recognize pure Guru and Vaishnava, according to Prabhupada and Srila Baba Maharaj telling this. So, Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he, and all our Guruvarga, the eternal associates, they came just for this purpose, to indicate to us this path of eternity, to move really out from the darkness to the light. So that is their mission, to bring us out of the darkness and guide us to the light. So, but most of the time we also cannot realize this, because it's very easy to misunderstand pure Guru and Vaishnava. Like there's this pastime with one child which is on the roof, Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta. He says himself that, he gives this example, one boy and he's with other boys on the roof, and they're doing a kite, if you let it out up in the sky and with some rope, and this way they play, but they play this on the rooftop of some houses, and this house especially, Prabhupada telling that it has no borders, it has no, that rooftop, it has no borders on the side, so it's very, very dangerous place. But those children, they play there, and one man is seeing from down that almost these children, one is running and running, and he almost to fall down, because he is not looking down, he's just looking up to his kite. And then this person somehow saved him. But what happened? That child became very angry. Why you disturb me? Why like this? I could not. And in this way. So in this way also, Guru and Vaishnava, we also displaying children, who are really in dangerous situation. And Guru and Vaishnava come, hey, stop! Some indication they give us. Be careful, be careful. And but what we do instead, oh, leave me alone, I want to play, and we start also to criticize finally. So this is our bad luck. If we cannot realize that we are in such a danger, we will fall off, and they just want to save us from this destiny. So many misunderstandings about Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and also Srila Baba Maharaj, and so many of our Gaudiya Guruvarga. And because only those who are really fortunate, they can understand. Those who are really hearing a long time Vaishnava Siddhanta Vichar about the glories of the Vaishnava, those who are chanting for a long time, they can really recognize the contribution of such great jewels. It's unimaginable what they have given. But then slowly it starts to dim, no? Some light is coming. Oh really, my God, what they want to give. Impossible. But that's really only very, very fortunate person. They can realize. Otherwise, people can easily fall in that trap, and they don't want to be disturbed in their whatever activity they absorb. No? And so it's like this. And Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta saying that in this world there are so many gurus, different kinds of gurus. Some they teach musical instruments, no, they are all called gurus. Then some others they teach cooking, some others they teach also jnana, yoga teachers. So many parents also, they are one kind of teachers, no? And they are also called guru actually. But Prabhupada is saying that by such guru, one can never get an eternal benefit. No? They can give something temporary, okay, but to give some eternal benefit is not possible to get from them. So, and according to our samskaras also, we will get different kinds of gurus. So, because we have some preference, some likings for this and that, and according to that also guru will appear, no, at the first time. And that's why so many they fall also in a trap because of their previous samskaras, and then they are guided that way. So whom to blame? You really must have a great luck to just fall in the hand of a pure sadhu, of a pure guru. But such guru who really he has the power, no, to illuminate all this pathway to the transcendental realm. So such a guru is, is very, very rare, very, very rare. And only this guru, this kind of guru, he can be called Jagat Guru. That is Jagat Guru in real sense. And many they have their individual gurus, also in different Vaishnava traditions, but maybe they are not accepted by all. That's the individual gurus they have. But such kind of gurus like Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he is Jagat Guru. He is worshipable for the whole entire universe. There's everybody has to surrender to such guru. They have that mission, they have that power. They are not ordinary gurus, they are called Jagat Gurus. So they descend, if they descend in this world, those gurus, they are there for all conscious beings. It's not that they are bound to some particular society. There are some gurus, they think, our society has this guru, our nation has this guru, our group or sect or whatever it is, our place, this and that guru. No, they are having no partiality at all. They are there for all conscious beings. So Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta is such a kind of universal guru, which is there for even the ants, the birds, the animals in the forest. Every conscious being will get benefit if such a Satguru is appearing in this world. And that was the divine appearance of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, who has, with full honor and respect, We can respect him as a Jagat Guru. Only to add Jagat Guru to one's name, no, is not enough. It has to do with our character, with our conduct, how we behave. So this all must be in line. Jagat Guru is, of course, it's so rare and it's not a joke. So not each and everyone can be called Jagat. They can put this title in front of their name. Okay, that's possible. But that they are really Jagat Gurus, that one has to question. I mean, the Achar and Brachar, this has to be all seen. So Jagat Guru, once Babaji Maharaj also told me, he showed me one picture with one Western Guru and his title was there, Jagat Guru. Jagat Guru so and so. I don't need to mention his name because it's not important, but that's the thing. No? People give titles like this, and how he was shown in this picture, Babaji Maharaj showed me, you see, he is having one cloth which you can buy here in India, a cloth where there's the Hare Krishna mantra written on it. No? And he had this around his feet. So he was touching the Hare Krishna mantra with the feet. And there's, in the magazine above is a big line, headline, Jagat Guru, so and so. And he is sitting, most of the people, they cannot realize this simple thing, that he is wearing a cloth where there's the Hare Krishna mantra and he is touching the Hare Krishna mantra with his feet. So it's so foolish, you know, this, but that's why a Jagat Guru and a real Jagat Guru in name, and the real Jagat Guru is something else. So Jagat Guru is self-manifested. He is like the sun, and nobody needs to illuminate the sun. You know. Also, there's another, parable what Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta tells, that once also one foolish person he wanted to search in night time after the sun with the torch. No, he had he arranged the best lights, no, mega watt, so much powerful light resources. He just wanted to see the sun. But is it possible like that? No, but this is like us, no? We being in Maya, and we are searching for Guru. Guru, I can see him with my eyes. He is very sweet speaking, he is very smart, he is very intelligent, he is Indian, he is this. That is how we try to search with our torch like intelligence, with our torch like mind, no? And senses. So, but if really a Satguru is there, then to that person also, one other person came, why you just wait? Why you not just wait till morning? So then you don't need to know, you don't need to endeavor for all of these lights. It's impossible. You just wait till the sun is rising in the morning. And that's the same Siddhanta what also Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur or Satchidananda Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving advice to all of us, that we should not be in a hurry to search for Guru, because we are running in this world to search for Guru like this man who is searching in darkness after the sun. It will never be possible, but by the sincere and honest mood, then Nityananda Prabhu will surely arrange and will appear in front of us sooner or later. So, and he said also, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, don't be foolish, don't run here and there to get some, just that you have, now you can say, oh, I went to India and I'm initiated by one guru. You know, many people like this, it's like one souvenir, which you collect tiger cloths, or you collect some amulet. They say that they collect now, I have gone to India and now I have one very mystical guru. It's just to pump up their ego, just to say that I know something special, I have a guru. No, for this we don't, if we really want to get a Satguru, a real guru, it is the most needed thing. If one really is drowning, then you hold on the banyan tree which is there, maybe, then that is Guru and Vaishnava. You are so scared and so much in danger that it's a question of life and death, then this is called actually taking shelter at Guru and Vaishnava. Not just to get some appreciation from others. They say they are also foolish. Who knows nowadays who is really a guru? That's why Satguru like Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta, who can understand this? That's why Babaji Maharaj is always lamenting. Nowadays there's so much mispreaching, so much mispreaching. He's telling 3 times that it's not possible to even Prabhupada himself would appear, the people could not connect and realize all those things. So, but for those who are really, these are very few, those who are really interested, they will try to, for them, Nityananda Prabhu is there, and he will also send such a powerful devotee, and also that one is able to realize something about that devotee. Fully realize, who can fully realize Guru? Gurudev is Nityananda Prabhu himself, so, but something, and then slowly, more and more can. So there was one glorification also published on our site, on WhatsApp group, about what Saranga Goswami Maharaj wrote about his Gurudev, and he very, in a simple language but very beautiful, he just said that, and very heart-touching, he just said that, so many people, he is a disciple, Saranga Goswami Maharaj is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, as you know, and he is saying that so many people, they say that my Gurudev Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, he appeared, to get rid of all these pseudo-gurus and this and that, he makes just clean the pathway. Yes, he's right, no doubt in it. And but he goes further, he said, and some others, they say, he came to remove the ignorance, because he is like the sun, dispelling all the darkness everywhere. And some, he said that some, they say, he came really to establish that love is the truth above all, that bhakti. And but then finally he said, but I know for certain that that may be all reasons why he come, but I know for certain, he said in his humility, that that he came in this world out of compassion for myself. So nice, And this is how Nityananda really, he takes care of each and everyone. And then we can see it also, that Guru just appeared to deliver us, and he is saying the worst soul he has catched. Me, the worst soul, Saranga Goswami is telling, because he delights in bringing blessings to all these very, very wretched and fallen souls like me. So it's very, very beautiful mood to see those devotees. They have really this feeling in their heart. And so he also used to say that my master, Srila Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada, he is the visualized form or visualized symbol of Sabdha Brahma. Also amazing statement, That is like Srila Sridhar Goswami Maharaj also realized, because they don't see a person made of flesh and blood in front of them. It's just like in the Prabhupada Stavaka of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Kripaya Hari Kirtana Murti Dharam Tarani Pavahara Kakora Janam Janakadika vatsalya snikta padam pranamami sada Prabhupada padam. It's also said, Kripaya Hari Kirtan Murti Dharam. So that is the Kripa Murti of Kirtan. Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta is not a person made of flesh. He is one stream of Shabda Brahma, of the purest form of Harikatha. And he has descended to deliver the earth. And he is Gaurajan. He is an eternal associate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Janakadika vatsalya snikta, and he has affection for his devotees like a father, no? Janaka. And vatsalya, that is the realization of those devotees. Like Saranga Goswami, that he said that Saraswati Thakur is the visualized symbol of Shabda Brahma. And Srila Maharaj said, Hari Kirtan Murti Dharam. Srila Prabhupada is the Murti of Kirtan, of Hari Kirtan. That is their realization. But what is our realization? Well, we can only, by hearing from them and getting their mercy, then maybe if they bless us, we can really realize. I am also only saying and repeating what I realize, actually. But this is the truth. We have to realize one day all those things. So Saranga Goswami is saying that from that source of all transcendental knowledge, like which is Narayan, he told, and there this Saraswati flows, now can be seen as the Saraswati river or the Saraswati. Saraswati means Prabhupada, Saraswati. He is flowing, I mean in that sense he meant, I think, Saraswati. It's Shabda Brahma, but in a liquid form, let's say. So that Shabda Brahma comes and it flows into the ears of the first creator of this world, Brahma. No? And then Brahma realized its meaning. Brahma, sitting on the lotus, and he was meditating, and then that Shabda appeared, and he realized also. And that's why we can see those prayers, like Brahma Samhita, so are coming purely the realizations of Lord Brahma. So, and that is also very deep. And then these drops, they entered the ears of Narad, and then they entered the ears of Vyasa, down like this, and down to my Divine Master, he is saying. Very, very beautiful. They have all realizations, and they are also all pandits, all so much, very great personalities. So that is their kind of glorification. And so if the jivas, they become purified by that spiritual water, the divine Saraswati, who is the most very beloved mediator, like a mediator, between the absolute and the jivas, the fallen jivas and the absolute. Saraswati Thakur is coming, and by being purified by that water of Saraswati, the divine Saraswati, means that Shabda Brahma, the Harikatha of Saraswati Thakur, if we become purified with this spiritual water, then we are able, by the blessings of this mediator between the fallen souls and the absolute, to enter that highest realm, to become qualified. Because first we have to, we have to bathe ourselves not only in water. We do it every morning. Yes, we go and we do shower with water. But really, we have to do also shower, bathe ourselves in that pure stream of Harikatha. And that is also mentioned in the glorification of Bhagavad Gita. It also said, Malanyanam mochanam pumsam, jalasnanam dine dine, sakrit gita amrita snanam, samsara malanashanam. Very beautiful. The glories of Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is, they had said that Malanyanam Mochanam Pumsam. So by bathing daily in the water, one can wash away the dirt. No? The dirty things will go away. And Jala means water, Snanam, bathing, Dine, day after day. So we do this. But if we Sakrit Gita Amrita Snanam, Sakrit means actually only once. So it's possible by reading the Gita, in that sense it's said here that only once. So, but let's say, okay, Gita Amrita, in the nectar of the Gita, if we bathe ourselves in the nectar of the Gita, Samsara Malanashanam. Samsara means the cycle of birth and death, and Mala means dirt, and Nashanam, it will be thrown away, will be cleansed. So, bathing in the words of Bhagavad Gita will wash away all the dirt of the samskaras, of the samsara, the worldly samsara. That is, so, that's why Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur himself said, you lent me only, I want only one donation. You just lent me your ears. Because if we really lend our ears with the right mood, no, that vidi pranipatena pariprashnena, these are the conditions. So you have to use this formula. If we, in that way, because it has to come, no, that vidi pranipatena pariprashnena. So one has to have the mood of surrender, and one has also to ask favorable questions, to come forward and seva. That vidi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya. So seva. These things, then this will be the right combination to receive that divine Saraswati water. And so lend me your ears, Prabhupada said. And gradually, after a long time hearing and chanting this way, then we can really one day understand the contribution of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta. His Vani contribution is the highest, no, conclusion of all theistic views, ever existing. There's nothing higher than that. So nobody can top or touch Saraswati Thakur in any way. Anyway, most of them, they are miles and miles away, yonas away from that realization. So Prabhupada is standing on one mountain, there he is there with his eternal associates. So to reach that is not a joke. But Prabhupada is very merciful to his Sharanagata Bhakta, those who incline to him, he will also give everything. And like our Baba Maharaj, that's why he has so much transcendental power and to bring forward this whole mission. Like us puppets, we are just dancing in the hands of Papaji Maharaj, doing some useless things here and there, but somehow they appreciate it, they accept it. So how astonishing, They accept such a foolish things what we are doing. It's really mind-blowing, but that is what we have to do, just to surrender and try to be useful in their mission, somehow or other. And so by following such pure Vani, then there's also no chance to be misguided. In this way, if you follow Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, that Vani, Bhaktisiddhanta Vani, then there's no chance normally to be misguided. And especially also by hearing about the devotees who served Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, and his Vani, the servants of Prabhupada. That is very most powerful, how they are giving their life, how they are surrendering, how they are serving. So that is why in the Bhagavatam it said also that Shuddhasya Pumsam Suchira Ashramasyam Nanvanjasa suribirititardaha tatat kunanushavanam mukunda padarvinnam hridayesham yeshamev. So it's said that one can do so much hard labor going to this scripture and that scripture. It will be very tough, but still no guarantee also to attain Bhagavan. But on the other side, just by hearing about the charitra, about the glories of Guru and Vaishnava, one can very easily catch the attention of the Lord if one is hearing about the glories of the devotees. So that is our great fortune to, and that, for example, the last days we had a lot of these opportunities, no, to hear about such great souls like Srila Saranga Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Brahman Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and also Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur himself. No? So our great fortune in life is this, no? Because so many lifetimes we just were hearing about all kinds of dirty people, exploiting people, people they just have a mind full of very dirty. And now we can hear about such kind of purity, which is like a white sheet, completely untouched from any impurity, all these devotees. So, but unfortunately people like to put their dirty, because they are themselves dirty, then they put also they like to hear about dirty people, those people who are just look around everywhere. What is going on in the whole world, what is on the TV, what is in the internet, what is here and there. So, but by having those kinds of, like angels, they are not from this world. So, they are so pure, and by having this opportunity to hear from them, we will also slowly, gradually attain more and more purity. Only this way. Surely all the disciples, they have also so many qualities, but the main quality what they have, different. Everybody has so much specialities of the pure associates of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta. But one main thing is what they all have together, that is Krishna Sharanaika. They are all Sharanagata Bhaktas. They are all completely devoted to Prabhupada. And if this Sharanagati is not there, my Gurudev used to say, that is like you can have all good qualities. Like say, the people in the material world, one can say, oh, he has also very good qualities, he's very humble, very respectful, very generous, very knowledgeable. All these things, they are useless, our Guruvarga is telling, because they do it just for their own self. People can write poetry, people can spend millions for build some schools and hospitals and this and that, but actually it's all self-centered, egocentric. So, but that, if that Krishna Sharanayika is not there, then it's useless. It's all these qualities that devotees even don't want to hear, because the main thing is there to be connected with Krishna. I mean the center point, for whom all these qualities are meant. The qualities, what these qualities should serve, not myself or others. No, the Supreme Lord. So that Sharanagati mood is the doorway to everything. And all these devotees, they show this. And they have so many good qualities, so then how beautiful it is. So all these beautifuls, these qualities, they are shining now in the light of Sharanagati. Everything else, all the qualities, they are like, they cannot shine. Only in that way qualities start to shine, actually. So that is the main ingredient. And sometimes devotees, they were also asking Prabhupada, oh Prabhupada, we're doing so many things. He is doing that, he is doing this, so much qualities they have, preaching and in different ways they were doing. And they were asking, coming together, some devotees to ask Prabhupada, or today we can ask Prabhupada, what really, who is doing the best seva, no? The most valuable seva. Prabhupada now in a dilemma, because not in a dilemma, he always knows what to say, but if he says one thing, this and that, so he answered very nice, that he said that the seva which is really done with great love and affection, that is the highest. So it's not the quantity, what we do, like in Ram Lila, the small squirrel, it was his desire to just carry a few pebbles of sand for the bridge of Lanka. It's like ridiculous, but still it was useful actually, because that sand was like it closes all the gaps between the stones. So that is the seva which is done by heart. That's the important thing what Guru and Vaishnava want to see. Not that we conquer the whole world. It's, if we do it with heart, it's okay, but otherwise it's someone who just is maybe doing some small simple stuff like Panchanan, cleaning the temple utensils or the temple room, just going with the broom. Yeah, Prabhupada was asking 2-3 times a day, where is Panchanan? Where is Panchanan? And some great big editors who were doing so many things in the mission, they were just going to Dhaka or something, and Prabhupada was not even asking after them anything. So that's the difference, which is also important to always keep in mind. That seva which is really done by heart and with love. So especially in the early days, the Gaudiya Math, the preaching, those who came to serve Prabhupada, they sacrificed all their comfort, they sacrificed everything. They came from very high, aristocratic, knowledgeable Brahmin families, very high families, most of them. But still, we see that sometimes it is said that one time it happened, and at that time there was they could not buy even sabji from the market here in Mayapur. It was also all jungle like this, but they had no money at all. It was very poor. And then the devotees, they just started to pick up some leaves from the forest and chew them, even without rice, maybe even something just to take. And Prabhupada saw it, he went there and he said, there's no boga there, so why this? No, Prabhupada, we are just practicing vairagya. And in that way they try to don't let give any bad news to Gurudev, because this is also very important. The devotees usually they don't want that Gurudev gets all this, he has done this, she has done this, and that problem happened there, and this is there, and this is there. It's usually the Gurudev, we should always try to bring good news to him, not bad news. And in that way they just try to hide. But Prabhupada know that actually he started even to, because he was really hard touched by this dedication what these great souls have. They just came from all these advanced families. They were living in such aristocratic circumstances, like Bhakti Goswami, how his family were all Samindars. They were from landlords, so they had huge land and all of this. So he was growing up with gold and silver pots at home. But now he's just sitting in front of one leaf plate on the floor and taking only maybe a few spinach, something which they just took out from the forest. But still they were happy because they just had that association of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta. That was more than enough for them. They could not they wanted to be with Prabhupada. That's why all these things, they were not at all important. They could dedicate all their comfort, they could leave all their facilities just to be with Prabhupada. So in this way also sometimes it happened that when one Maharaj, he was going to England, then also in England, at that time it was also difficult. There was the war, there was this, so to get something, some vegetables or something was very difficult, and that's why Prabhupada personally, he sent some puffed rice, some muri for them. So they had sometimes also nothing to eat for some time, and then sometimes even they had to order. I heard it, I have to confirm it, but they were going and because some meat was there and they had just to put out their vegetables because there was nothing else to take. So they could only get this. So they just, such very difficult circumstances. But still for the mission of Prabhupada, they were always too happy to sacrifice in this way. It's unimaginable because nowadays we have so much facilities. We go to all our barikrams, they go with buses, they can all have AC rooms, they can have 3-4 times prasadam every day, but still, where is that purity? My Gurudev used to say, where is that love, that dedication, which at that time was there? There's a lot of facilities externally nowadays, but inside emptiness, that is the unfortunate story of the day. So, and at that time when Prabhupada, he was there with that was and when they started in Ulta Danga Junction in Calcutta, it was just Prabhupada and Paramananda, some devotees, 2-3 devotees, and then once the aunties from Srila Bhakti and Keshav Goswami, they came to visit Prabhupada. And Prabhupada was telling, because they were the first 2 female disciples of Prabhupada. The aunties of Keshav Maharaj that time was maybe 17 years or something. And then Prabhupada told that he sees in future, he wants to have all centers over India, everywhere, to be established as spiritual centers, Gaudiya Maths. And he also wants huge quantity of books published here and there. And then the aunties, they were astounded, how you will do that? Because they see they are so poor, they cannot have even to struggle with their monthly rent there in Ulta Junction. So then Prabhupada, with firm faith, he pointed out to Keshav Maharaj, he will do. He will arrange everything, he will manage everything. And then really so, the thing is that Srila Bhakti Keshav Goswami Maharaj, he was such a dedicated soul that when he came to, he has done this Manobhishta Seva, the innermost desires were fulfilled by Keshav Maharaj. So he wanted, Prabhupada wanted a place in Mayapur, that Chandrasekhar Bhavan, and that place was full of Muslims. And it was very difficult to get land to get them out of these places. But Keshav Maharaj, he was very, he had all these, skills about, because he was a landlord also. He grew up in a family like this, and he get also later all the duties of taking care of the land. So sometimes they would go, and even because their monthly rent, because they rent some land for cultivation, and some of these Muslims were not paying, then he came there, and even he gone so far that if they would not pay, he brings some hooligans, and they bind him to one tree, and they were beating him. So Keshav Maharaj was with them. That is also all Prabhupada Seva in that sense. So these pure devotees can do like this. And we know that also Srila Keshav Maharaj, how he managed all the law cases and all those things at that time. But still for him, that is devotion. For us, even sitting in the room and chanting Hare Krishna is not devotion in that sense. But for Keshav Maharaj, going to the court case, managing all these cases of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is actual bhakti. So that is the difference of what we are doing and they are doing. But that place in Mayapur, Chandrasekhar Bhavan, he also, different places he was ordered by Prabhupada to, because Prabhupada was expressing his desire. He would not order, Prabhupada would not, he would just indicate, that this would be also if some books should be published. Prabhupada would never say, do this book or that, just give some indication, and then the devotees were doing. So in this way, in Keshav Maharaj, he started to plant some trees nearby. And because he know that place which they wanted, there's a graveyard of Muslims. So how we can get a land where there's a graveyard of Muslims? Can you imagine? Just to ask someone who will agree to this. Nobody will agree to this. And then he was so smart, just unimaginable, chaturya, very clever in that sense. Spiritually clever, not materially. And he planted these trees because of Guru Kripa. He planted these trees, and then when they were big enough, one night he just went there with a few devotees. They throw out all these gravestones, they throw to another place. Can you imagine? They did this. All the graves, everything, they put out with they did this. And then they plant these trees. They plant those trees. So now in the morning, the Muslims were coming into their usual ritual, visiting maybe the graveyard, but where is the graveyard? It's no more there. And then they came to suspect and to ask the police even what happened. And then, because they find some trees everywhere there, and then the police were saying, what problem you have? Somehow all our graveyards were there. But you are joking with us. How you can say like this? Graveyards, they are full-grown trees. Full-grown trees are there. So how is it possible to that there would be a graveyard? No, we cannot make any case. This is wrong, all wrong accusation. And in this way, they got this land. So can you imagine such things he did, and how he was bringing the samadhi of Gaura Kishore Das Prabhu to the other side of the river to the Chaitanya Math later. So many things they did. That was the first place which he got there. So he was fulfilling that prediction which Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta did. Yes, he will manage everything. And in the same way, the Bhakpasa also, the Bhakpasa Gaudiya Math, because he was a his father and mother was very rich landowners, and they know also that businessman in Calcutta, Jagat Bandhu, Bhakti Ranjan Jagat Bandhu, why he offer all the payment for the Bhakpasa Gaudiya Math? Because Keshav Maharaj came to him as a boy, and he said now that because there's some affection, Jagat Bandhu Prabhu, he know his parents, so automatically he has some affection to this boy also. And he said that Prabhupada has the desire to make a math here, and I also join this math full-time, this mission full-time. So, and then he from alone, he started to speak, yes, I will pay everything. And that he did, and that's how the whole marble palace in Bhakpasa Gaudiya Math was constructed. So in this way, these two desires of Prabhupada, because of Srila Keshav Goswami, they manifested. And Jagat Bandhu, he also, as we know, that he was really very nice devotee, because he realized, and Gurudev writes also in his book that what he gave to the answer to this lawyer when he was finally asked in the assembly, he was not asked, but they glorify him. They say, oh, you are a big donor, so much wealth you give for this And then first time he didn't speak usually, but that time he said, no, please. And Prabhupada indicated, yes, you can also say something. And he stood up and he said, I know your words must be true, but I must say from my part that I am not a big donor. I am just not a thief. No, this was his realization, because all the money, all the everything what we have in life, all all things, so should be used in the service of the Lord. And in that sense, it was all his wealth. So he said, I'm coming with nothing and I'm going also with nothing. So how in the meanwhile I can say I have given something? It did not belong to me at the first place. It already belonged to you. It already belonged to that service. So he is saying, I'm just not a thief. That much I can say. Very nice realization, because we think in this world, we giving donation, we doing this and that, but to whom belongs what we can give? It already belongs to the Lord. It's just man, like Robin Hood. No, there was one man. I saw this in childhood. He was also going here and there, stealing from the rich person and giving to the poor. So in that way, also Vaishnavas, they just go and take that things from those materialistic people which already belongs to the Lord. It's meant for him, for his service. So that's good. And so this is how all the movement gradually they started. Now so many educated young devotees, they came to join the Gaudiya Math, because at that time many, they had the background of Gandhi's movement, of Subhash Chandra Bose, and all these freedom movements, like non-violence movement was Gandhi, then Subhash Chandra Bose, that was also where Srila Bhakti and Keshav Goswami joined. He even had the knife and the gun at that time. And when he later joined the Gaudiya Math, they even were searching after him. And that devotee who searched after it, not devotee, that time he was also in the mission of Subhash Chandra Bose. And he just tried to inspect what he's doing there. And he sit and go and visit the Gaudiya Math, where Prabhupada was speaking, and those few devotees were there. And then he was hearing from Prabhupada, and he also became a devotee, because just by hearing Prabhupada. So, and to many this happens. Also to Ramananda Brahmachari, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Shridev Goswami, early, he was also in the movement of Gandhi. So, but that the devotee, when he just came first to listen from Prabhupada, he was very quiet, sitting just in one corner and listening. And then the devotees like Paramananda and others too, they were suspecting, oh, he must be someone of the, they're just spies. And they observed him, because he was not talking, not speaking with anyone and this and that. But one day Prabhupada called him to his room, and then boom, it happened. Or this eternal relationship started to grow again. And so the eternal servant and the eternal master, they come together. And it was revealed that no, he was a great devotee, which later onwards everybody was respecting so much. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Shridev Goswami. And Prabhupada was so happy to have him in this mission. All these young devotees, they were coming. Even Subhash Chandra Bose, he was telling to Prabhupada that why you have so many young recruits, no, young boys. So we need for our mission to make the land of India free. Because that time British, all this story is there. And then Prabhupada said very cleverly that, oh, they are very weak, they have no power, they cannot do physical work. But also he said one philosophical thing. He said to, maybe another time, he said to Subhash Chandra Bose that, you're reading also Bhagavad Gita, no? Yes, I'm reading. And so you believe also in reincarnation? I think so. Yes, sure, I'm believing. So then now you're born in India, you're fighting to make India free of the British and this, but now if your next birth you're born in Britain, then what will you do? And he realized, now I'm in a trap. It's right, Prabhupada speaking right, such high philosophy, no? But Subhash Chandra Bose said to Prabhupada, I know, and I'm really honored to hear this very fantastic conclusion, but I can no more go back. I have already so many armies and so many followers, so I cannot change it. I'm somehow in this trap. I know now by your grace that this is the reality, but what can I do? In this way, Prabhupada gave very sharp, just to wake him up, no? And Prabhupada's movement was there to liberate, they were there to liberate the country, to liberate India. But Prabhupada's movement was there. He said, yes, everybody has birthright to be living free in one country. But more important, everyone has birthright to be delivered from Maya, from the illusionary energy. So in this way, I think we have to stop and just to say these devotees at that time, that's why Srila Narasingha Maharaj said, no, that we should really always be reminded or remind ourselves that because nowadays most of the people, we forget all this. What extreme sacrifice, what extreme, what sacrifice our previous Guru Varga has done, no? Such great sacrifice we would never be actually there without their sacrifices. What we have now is only because of them. So if we don't respect and honor them each and every day, not each and every day, like Prabhupada said, no, at every beginning of the new year, at each beginning of a new month, at each beginning of a new day, at each beginning of a new week, at each beginning of every hour, of every second, we have to remember Guru and Vaishnava, what they have done. Then we are really grateful, and this is Kritagya, to know what has been done for me. So that is our Guru Varga, what they have done. We are just running around here and there doing our things, but we forget, no, that what sacrifice we are enjoying all those facilities now. What they have done, this message of mission of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta is spread in this way, no? The original mission of Prabhupada. So it will be in millions of lifetimes not enough or it will not in any way be possible to pay back what they have done. Such dedication, such sacrifice is impossible for an ordinary person. So especially like such fallen Kali Yuga souls like myself, so what to speak. And but anyway, we pray and we just keep hope and to especially always be able to remember them, because Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinarasmarana Hoy Bigevinach Anarasa Hoy Nichavanchita Pura. So all problems, all obstacles will disappear and our higher destination can be achieved, attained. So in this way, I will stop, and I don't know, it went over time again. Please excuse me for that. So if somebody likes to mention or add or correct me or some, then please feel free, and we can meet next week by their blessing. Okay? Jai Gaur, Dandavat.